funny guy. We've got Bruce Sellery in the house. It's good to have you. Money Sense Magazine, and of course, author of Moo La La. We want to talk a little bit about saving money on your utility bills. It was a very long winter. And the heating bill might have come as a bit of a shock to people. So let's talk about how we can save some money in the summer months.
And air conditioning can be really expensive. But I want people thinking about this now. Here's why. When the cold hits, who wants to think about saving money on heat? You're going to say, I don't care about eating. I don't care about retirement. Give me my heat. So think about it now when things are relatively calm. Make some changes before you really need to when things cool down again.
Okay, so what are the things that you can do?
Well, I want to start with an energy saving tip that involves technology, and I want to tell you about smart thermostats. So I've had a programmable thermostat for years. Never have I programmed it. It's just too, I'm just not going to do it. It's too intimidating. So there are two on the market in particular. One is called Nest. The other is called Ecobee. And I brought actually an Ecobee to show you. It's a Canadian company, and it's one of the thermostats that helps save money by learning how you live. Connects to Wi-Fi. It's about $199 plus installation, but it connects to Wi-Fi. And then it uses an algorithm to factor in the current weather, your house, and what works and doesn't work about your house in terms of energy efficiency, and also how your heating and cooling system works. So it factors that all in and then programs itself so that you can save money on your energy costs. Approximately 23% is their study. That's an average or so. So I would say this thing pays out in about 18 months. You buy it, install it, pays out in about 18 months, and then you don't really have to think about it, which is really the big idea. We want to do things that save us money that we don't have to actually focus on.
Will that thing do your homework for you?
It will not do your homework. It won't babysit your kids. But everything else, I mean,
I thought I'd throw it out there because it sounds very smart using an algorithm to figure out what the weather is.
Yeah, exactly.
That is incredible. Well, to help you conserve energy and save money after the show, we are going to be drawing for an Ecobee smart thermostat and a professional installation. That's awesome. So you do nothing, and it's there.
And it's there.
It's there.
It's there. And it's super easy to program, and you can get someone on the phone to answer your calls quickly if you need to.
Now, okay, let's say you've done the programmable thermostat. There are probably a lot of things you can do around the house to also try and conserve a bit of energy. Do you have a list of quick fixes?
I have my top 8.
Okay,
my top 8, and these are simple things that you can do immediately. First is blinds. So especially for your south-facing windows, on a hot day, on any day, close your blinds during the day, which makes sense, but we don't necessarily think to do that. A fan. One of the things that we do in our culture is we turn on the AC as soon as that sun comes out in May. What if you didn't do that, waited on your AC, and turned on a ceiling fan, turned on a little fan in your office so that it kept the air moving a little bit? Now, my third one, total hypocrite. I don't do this. It's changing filters. I don't want to change filters, but changing filters can help the efficiency of your heating and cooling system, and that makes a really big difference.
I'm happy you admitted that you're just like us.
I don't do that. Well, and the other thing is, my mom, who's perfect in every way, was a total nag about the lights. Any of you moms out there nag about? She was following me around room to room.
I'm a nag about the lights.
Let's continue to nag about the lights. Turn off things that we aren't using. And you know, you can get a smart power bar that'll turn off your electronics when you're not using them, so they're not a power drain. Here's another one, which I actually would do. Air drying your clothes, because the dryer uses an enormous amount of energy, and even if it's just the towels, even if you don't have a clothesline but you put them out on the patio over the course of the day, that can save a big amount of energy.
And a lot of people complain you don't get that fluffiness or the smell, but you get the smell of the air.
You do, and there's also something, it's like vintage drying. It's kind of like vintage drying, because the towel's a little, it's not soft, but it's kind of crunchy.
It's a little crunchy.
It's a little Little House on the Prairie, which is nice. That has a feel to it. Now, the other thing about it's retro is with appliances that require heat, like your stove, your dishwasher, your dryer, do that at night. Because if you cook your 12 lasagnas at 2 in the afternoon, you're adding a lot of heat into your home that your air conditioning then needs to get rid of over the course of the day. So
the other thing also is, I guess you have to pick and choose the times when you want to be at most comfort. Because for us, we turn the AC on at night. It's not not on in the daytime.
Right.
Barely anyone's home. What is the point?
Right.
So we turn it on at night because no one wants to be sweltering at night.
Yeah.
Turn it off as soon as we wake up.
That's a great tip.
Yeah.
And for those people who do use AC, see if you can increase the temperature so it comes on later. Because you ever go walk into someone's home and you think, I need a sweater.
Yeah, it's too cold.
It's freezing in here.
Right.
And that's so common in public buildings like offices and shopping malls. It's freezing. You don't need to have your home be freezing. It can be comfortable, but not super freezing. And then I have one tip. This is number 8.
Yeah.
Talk about energy use in your home. So one of the phrases that we use with Abby, who's 4.5, as you know, is we don't waste in our family. So how do we make sure we don't waste lots of things? Milk, money, but also energy. Let's not waste that.
Right.
And have that conversation. I joke about my naggy mom, but there is a way to talk about it that's kind of gets the family on side. And what I predict is Abby's going to follow me around the house. And she's going to say, Papa, I think you didn't turn off the lights.
Yeah. She'll be doing that in about a week. You realize that?
Really?
Like, not as a grown-up. She will be doing that very soon because my kids do that to us now.
Yeah.
Mommy, go back to the basement. You left the lights on.
Right.
I'm like, oh,
good
boy.
to know. Thanks.
Good for that.
Thanks.
Good for you. Finding the leaks as well. You need to figure out where the air is escaping in your home because that can add up.
I would get an EnerGuide home evaluation. So to look it up online, there's lots of people who come do it, and they'll do either a blower test or an infrared. And particular if you've got an older home, they can find the leaks and help you fix them. Insulation, weather stripping, whatever it is. So that's a bigger commitment, but they'll also tell you if you need to tune up your AC machine. And then there's some tips that I would never in a million years do, because I looked online for tips, and one of them, baking cookies in your car. Baking cookies in your car in the summer to save energy. I'm not doing that. I'm also not eating my corn on the cob raw.
That was a tip?
That was a tip. Eat your corn on the cob raw. And then the last one, which I totally thought was hilarious and counterintuitive, eat more freezies. So therefore you don't spend money on cooling your house, but you're enormous come September because you've had like 12 freezies a day.
You're like, it's my cooling system.
Yeah, it's my cooling system is a freezie. Doesn't make any sense.
Those aren't good. No.
Those aren't good. So
but
as you know,
I'm kind of interested in the baking cookies in your car tip. Can you do that?
Well, they say that you can, but they actually say park your car in the sun.
No,
I don't know. I could see them cooking, but I can't see them browning.
Yeah, no. You're not going to get that good
I'll
crunchy
make
on the
cookies
outside.
the old-fashioned way.
Thank you very much.
Just like Laura Ingalls Wilder on Little House on the Prairie.
Just like Little House.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruce. Let's go to break. More coming up.